On Saturday, August the 26th, under the auspices of His Eminence Archbishop Khajak Barsamian, Primate of the Eastern Diocese of the Armenian Church of America, over 150 parishioners and friends of St. Stepanos Armenian Church gathered at the Oyster Point Hotel in Red Bank, New Jersey, to celebrate the 30th anniversary of the consecration of St. Stepanos Armenian Church and the 68 years of an established Armenian community in Elberon, New Jersey. The highlight of the evening was the great honor bestowed upon Mrs. Sirvart Hovnanian, who along with her late husband Kevork Hovnanian built and donated St. Stepanos Armenian Church. The church lies in the seaside of Elberon, New Jersey, and is located at 1184 Ocean Avenue. That's where in the early 1950s the Armenian Church purchased the property to house the then St. Mary's Armenian Church of Elberon. As the community grew in size and needs, it was the visionary Kevork Hovnanian who in 1986 offered to build a new church on the same site as St. Mary's and underwrite the financial obligations of its construction. The parish and the diocesan councils accepted Mr. Hovnanian's proposal with enthusiasm, and in April of 1986, the three-story building of St. Mary Church, which had served the community for 30 years, was demolished to make way for the new St. Stepanos Armenian Church. The new church was consecrated on June the 14th, 1987, in memory of Kevork's mother, Yester Hovnanian. In addition, Mr. Kevork and Sirvart Hovnanian had the foresight to establish an endowment fund for the church to help pay for the expenses of the new complex. As we honor Mrs. Sirvart Hovnanian, we are mindful of the many benevolent, humanitarian, and philanthropic works that were carried out by Kevork and Sirvart Hovnanian. They built St. Stepanos Armenian Church. They renovated and donated the beautiful Manhattan brownstone, which today serves as headquarters for the permanent mission of Armenia, to the United Nations, a donation of $1.5 million. During the earthquake, Mr. Hovnanian in 1988 traveled to Armenia, assessed the damage, and took leadership position to help in the recovery and the development of the Republic of Armenia. And closer to home, their philanthropy focused on medical facilities and hospitals, including the K. Hovnanian Children's Hospital in Neptune, New Jersey, as well as a generous donation to the New York Presbyterian Hospital in New York City, where a cardiology practice is named for Kevork Hovnanian's family. This is just the tip of the iceberg of Kevork and Sirvart's benevolent works. St. Stepanos Armenian Church and the entire Armenian nation is both touched and filled with admiration for all the humanitarian works of Sirvart Hovnanian and her late husband Kevork. We feel privileged and proud to pay tribute to Sirvart Hovnanian. We share with you highlights of the evening where the celebratory mood has been captured alongside the much-deserved thanks and appreciation by many who had come to join in the celebration, among whom was the guest, His Excellency Ambassador Zora Menatsaganian, Congressman Frank Pallone, and many others. The program consisted of songs, dance, musical performance by young members of the parish. Aline Corrigan, Ari Terjanian, along with three young girls, carried the cultural program with grace and vibrancy. The video, which recounted the history of the parish from the early 1950s to present day, was prepared by the dynamic pastor of St. Stepanos, the Reverend Father Daniel Karadzian, reminding us the humble beginnings of the community 60 years ago to the majestic presence. We share with you some highlights of the many messages delivered at the celebration.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank Sirvart and Kevork Hovnanians, without whom this wouldn't be possible. Thank you.
Kevork Hovnanian's vision and dream was to render the fledgling community of St. Mary's into a vibrant St. Stepanos Armenian Church to serve the Armenian community within the central New Jersey in this area. His dream and his vision has come to reality. And over the past 30 years, his church has served its community for its spiritual and for its cultural activities.
For the soul of our benefactor, Kevork Hovnanian, whose vision 30 years ago made it possible that the dreams of many of our parishioners will be realized. My dear friends, dear Digin Sirvart, we cannot thank you enough for your generous donations as well as all of your prayers and continued support over the many years. Because of your continued dedication, we were able to have our own spiritual home here in Long Branch, so that our faith will always remain strong and vibrant.
So these celebrations give us, I believe, a great opportunity to remember the past, to celebrate present, and remembering the past and also celebrating today gives us the inspiration to look forward for the future. Remembering the past, I also remember how with Mr. Hovnanian we began searching and looking for the embassy of the Republic of Armenia, because he made a commitment to buy the first embassy outside of Armenia in New York City. So these are again great memories we remember, and especially I also remember as a young Vartabet when Torkom Sirpazan, God bless his soul, put the foundation, bless the foundation of Stepanos Armenian Church with Mr. and Mrs. Kevork Hovnanian and the members of the Hovnanian family and the members of the entire community. And again, these are wonderful memories we remember. Memories which make it sometimes sad, but also memories which make us inspired. And then we are here to celebrate. Yes, we are celebrating because the life, especially the mission here at St. Stepanos continues. Begin Hovnanian, you are a lady. You are a lady. You are the best example for the younger generation to follow. You are a wonderful person. You are a pious person. You are an intelligent person. You remember everything. I am amazed sometimes when I sit with Sirvart, Mrs. Hovnanian, she tells me the stories all the way from Baghdad with details, names, and she remembers all the phone numbers. All the phone numbers. It's amazing. It's amazing. And also, she's a good tableau player. So that's when I have seen her getting angry when she loses. This evening I am here to bring also blessings from Holy Echmiadzin by His Holiness Karekin II, Catholicos of all Armenians. I remember years ago His Holiness Blessed Memory Vasken Catholicos honored you, both you and Mr. Hovnanian, with St. Gregory Medal of Honor from Holy Echmiadzin. Today, I am here to present His Holiness's encyclical and medal of Sur Nerses Shnorhani, so that you have not only St. Gregory Medal, but also you have St. Nerses Shnorhani Medal.
You understood every word of that, right?
Thank you.